Alright, in this video we'll be grading our quiz. The first one says find the slope of the line 2y equals 8x minus 3. Hopefully you remember y equals mx plus b. In this form, m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Probably maybe the single thing we've talked about more than anything else, slope-intercept form of a line. So the key is we must first solve for y. We have the equation 2y equals 8x minus 3. Solving for y, we will divide by 2. When we do, we get y is 8 divided 2 is 4x. And 3 divided 2 is a minus 3 over 2, or 1.5. In the equation, y equals 4x minus 3. The slope is 4. That's the slope. Number 1 is B. Alright, number 2. It's asking us to find the one with the widest graph, and it must open up. Well, if it opens up, it's going to have to be a positive coefficient of x squared. It can't be f or h. Now, hopefully you just simply typed these two in and looked at the graph and saw which one was wider. The larger the value of a, the narrower the parabola. So this is a lesser value of a. G will produce the widest. 2 is G. Number 3. We're looking for the y-intercept and the x-intercepts. Here's an x-intercept, 1, 0. X-intercept. Here's another x-intercept, negative 3, 0. Okay, and here's the lone y-intercept, 0, negative 3. Notice at the intercepts we always have a 0 involved. At intercepts, one of the coordinates must be 0. Alright, so negative 3, it appears as though number 3 is G. 0, negative 3, 1, 0, and negative 3, 0. 3 is G. 4. Which statement is true based on the given information? C is the total cost. M is the number of miles. Here's our function. C depends on M. Our slope is 185. It says the total cost of leasing this car for 1 year is more than $4,000. The total cost of leasing the car for 2 years is $4,020. The car must be leased for at least 60 months. Nothing says to that effect. The cost of leasing this year is greater than the cost of leasing this car is greater than the cost of buying one. No information at all is given on that. It's either going to be G or H. So here it says 1 year, here it says 2 years. We need to convert this to months because that's what M is. 1 year is 12 months. So I'm simply going to substitute 12 in place of M. So C equals 1800 plus 185 times 12. Using your calculator to evaluate that. 1800 plus 185 times 12. That's 4,020. The cost of leasing this car for 1 year is more, yep, just barely. Number 4 is G. Alright. 1 year is 4,020, not 2 years. Alright, number 5. Which is equivalent to this inequality? We have 2x minus 3y is greater than or equal to 9. We need to solve for y. Solving for y, we will first subtract 2x on both sides. 2x subtracts 2x to leave a negative 3y. These are unlike terms. I leave it as negative 2x plus 9. Lastly, we divide by the coefficient negative 3. Y. When we divide by a negative, we change the direction of the inequality. Negative divided negative is a positive 2/3 x. 9 divided negative 3 is a minus 3. And that answer appears to be G. 5 is G. 6. Which equation describes the line passing through 3, 0, and 0, 4. Well, you could have put these in your calculator. Okay, you could have went into your spreadsheet, X and Y. We have 3, 0, and 0, 4, and put those into your spreadsheet and come up with an equation. All right, if you did, you would see it was certainly not F. Okay, G ends up being no good either. Now, you would need to do a little manipulation to get in its standard form, or we could take these points and substitute them in and see who gets a true statement. That's what I hope you did. All right, I'm just going to simply type these 2 points into these 2 equations and see who yields a true statement. So, we have 3, open parentheses, x value of 3, close parentheses, plus 4, x value of 0, and I want to see, is that equal to 12? I can type enter or equal 12 here and see if it's true. It's not going to be. Had one too many 3's there. False. Must be this bottom one. All right. 4 open 3 plus 3 open 0. I want to know, is that 12? It's going to be. True. And if I do the second point, it'll work as well. Let's do it in our head. 0 for x. 4 times 0, 0. 4 for y. 3 times 4, 12. 6 is j. All right. Number 7. Which coordinate point represents a solution to the inequality? Again, I can just take these coordinates and substitute them in here and see which one works. All right. Instead of y, let's substitute this y value of 0. Okay. I want to get my inequality. I can go Control Enter. All right. Get that inequality. And now 3/4. Control my little fraction deal. 3/4. Come out here. Now x. My x value here is 4. Subtract 2. I want to see, is this true or false? It's false. It's not that one. I can get back on this and simply change the x and the y value. I need a a y value that's -5 now. -5. -3/4, and I need a -3 here. -3. Is this true or false? False. Moving back up here. Substituting 2 for my y. And 7 for my x. True or false? False. Got to be this last one. Alright. Substituting 3 for my y. And -2 for my x. Boy, let's hope this is true. And it is. 7 is D. Alright.